Don't worry.
Well, good morning. Great news today, and in a time where we've suffered quite a bit as a community, I'm very happy to be here with some good news today. Happy to be here in Taylorsville, here in Carriage Square, and behind me and with me are several business owners here, and we're ready to announce today some really good news related to a program that's very key and one that's been worked on for quite some time by many at Salt Lake County. And before I launch my comments, I'd like to introduce and welcome Mayor Overson, who's a great partner. You know, we have 22 municipalities in this county, and it's so good to get out, especially because I've been so confined to the command center, and to be here in Taylorsville on a beautiful day. I'm very thrilled. And then also Senator Karen May is here, one of our champions in the legislature for the working men and women in our community, and a great ally and friend to the county as well. So happy to have them here. I want to take a minute to recognize the journey that we've been on. It's been a rough several months. And I know many of you are business owners. I know you have families. I know that many of you have children like I do, or even elderly parents that you're caring for. And these are not usual times, and we at Salt Lake County recognize the challenge. And in the early days of the COVID-19 or the coronavirus, COVID-19, we were working on the health side and continue to be to understand, you know, what is this virus? What does it mean to our community? What are the patterns for it? How can we be safe? And I'm so thrilled that we have a very strong team of health leaders at Salt Lake County that have provided that work. Many whom are out in the community doing case tracing, helping with the state's testing and other measures to keep us safe. But at the same time, we knew that our economy tanked, and that with the stock market fall in the early days of COVID, that created a reverberation of impact within our community. We also know that closures had a big impact on us as well. So we were pleased when the federal government gave our county a significant amount of funding to address COVID impacts. And with that, we were allowed to spend and support businesses who were impacted by COVID-19. And that's why we're here today. We're here today to announce the county has set aside $40 million for businesses that did not receive federal funding, our small businesses that were specifically impacted by closures. That means restaurants, that means hair salons, that means tattoo parlors, businesses that were not eligible or were not able to receive the PPP federal funding or other grants from the federal government. In a minute, the specific criteria will be explained, but really thrilled that we as Salt Lake County could provide that money that will give some relief to businesses and hopefully keep businesses up and running during these difficult times. The ceiling, the most that a business can receive, is $35,000. If the business is received, or if the impact of the business is less, then it would receive that amount. And we have done a large amount of work in Salt Lake County to determine that criteria and to figure out a way to get this money out in a way that is fair and that will also impact the community. I'd like to take a minute to thank the county team who's worked on this effort. It takes a lot of coordination, planning, and effort to do something that is this dramatic. I joke that we have really turned everything upside down in Salt Lake County. We've worked very hard to continue to provide essential services in a new way. And you know, I feel like it was as if we were filming a movie on dry land, and they asked us to go film the Titanic, and we had to get the movie set up and running a few days later. That's the enormity of the work that we've had to deal with. And I think it's true of all your governments, certainly true of Taylorsville and our state legislature and everyone who represents people in this community. We've done our best. So with that, I want to just point out a couple of things that our economic development team have done. Created a business relief hotline, and that has served as a clearinghouse for information to businesses to find out really what they're eligible for. And largely this program was derived from some of the comments and feedback that we received from businesses, understanding that many of them are not eligible. Or if they were eligible, they were not able to access, for whatever reason, funding. And then we've also developed an economic information portal, and that's allowed local decision makers to have access to the best information available, including some of the adjustments to tax revenue that are coming through. And then we've also worked with our cities and our municipal governments, the development teams, the economic development teams, to better understand economic indicators and kind of the changing landscape in their communities. We also conducted extensive research to understand the needs of various business sectors. And today, all of that work comes together with this program, and we're excited. So today, again, I am pleased to announce a Small Business Impact Grant, $40 million grant fund based on CARES Act funding that came to us through the federal government. And this is, again, a key piece of our economic recovery strategy for Salt Lake County. We expect these funds will be given to more than 1,300 businesses in our community and will help provide the stability that businesses need to continue serving customers. So I now would like to turn the time over to the county's leader on this program, and she has been instrumental in pulling together the team of programs around this. So I'm going to turn this over to Dina Blaze. Thank you, Dina.
Thank you, Mayor Wilson, and I also want to thank Mayor Overson for welcoming us to Taylorsville this morning to make this important announcement. So really the true significance of today's announcement is the county is dedicating $48 million to small businesses who have been left behind by all of the previous funding that's been made available, either through language barriers or maybe lack of relationships with some of the major financial institutions. They've been left behind. The county recognizes that and wanted to dedicate this funding specifically for small businesses that have been directly impacted by the health orders and the pandemic. So I'm going to give you a little bit of detail about this. We are ensuring that funds are going to be distributed to those who are hit the hardest and need it the most. We want to make sure that the process for determining eligibility and the application accessibility is for all small businesses. And the ways we're doing that, as the mayor mentioned, our departments conducted extensive research prior to standing up this program. We asked businesses who were, in essence, shut down by the health orders, how are you being impacted by this? What has kept you from being able to access the prior programs that have come out through the SBA and other organizations? And so we are learning from that. We're learning from those experiences. And this grant program was designed specifically to address the shortcomings and the difficulties of some of those prior programs. We understand that there are businesses in every sector or industry that need assistance as a result of the COVID crisis. And we wish we had funds available to meet all those needs. But with this approach that we did in terms of narrowing our focus in terms of eligibility, we're wanting to assist businesses that were forced to close temporarily or partially or permanently by public health orders. And businesses that have not been able to access other assistance to date is criteria. Obviously, businesses have to be located within Salt Lake County. Businesses have to have fewer than 100 employees. The business needs to have operated prior to January 1, 2020. The business must be able to document the financial loss that they've experienced because of partial or complete closures. And they have to be engaged in one of the following industries. Again, these are those industries that we know were directly protected by the health orders that had been issued in order to protect the public health and safety. The arts and entertainment, so venues where and those artists, any food service establishments, health and wellness establishments like spas, massage therapy, independent artists and performers, as I had mentioned, recreation and tourism, so those involved with accommodations as well as sort of maybe it's a recreation equipment rental company, because we're certainly not seeing the kind of tourism and activity we had in the past. And then personal care services, so estheticians, cosmetologists, massage therapists, tattoo artists, and piercing studios are all small businesses that we hope will jump online on January 12th, or excuse me, June 16th, and apply online. It's important to us that the businesses have time to prepare for this. We know this can be a chaotic process when it's sort of a first come, first serve, and we want to assure folks that there is a process that we want you to go through to be ready to apply and have the information that we need available. So we will have, we've created tools that are available on our website in multiple languages, Spanish, Chinese, Arabic, and Vietnamese so far. And those are available today. They will be on our website, I believe, later this afternoon. So we would encourage businesses to go online to SLCo.org and look through those materials that will help you be ready to apply for your grant on the 16th. The mayor also mentioned the business relief hotline that the county set up within about 2 weeks of the very first health order. We are actually going to be using that business relief hotline as a technical assistance line for anyone who has questions about how to fill out that application. It's being staffed by folks that also speak English as well as Spanish, Chinese, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So you will have assistance in that way. We also have done a great deal of work reaching out to chambers of commerce and business associations in an effort to set up webinars for their members and their constituents to really serve as a megaphone for the kind of work that we're trying to get out into the public. So again, I cannot thank the mayor and the leadership of the county enough for their commitment to this effort, knowing that so many businesses, like I said, have been left behind by the prior programs. Again, go to the county's website, SLCo.org this afternoon. Begin to immerse yourself in that information. Get ready to apply on June 16th, which is Tuesday morning. So at this time, I'm going to turn the time over to Yvonne. Yvonne, do you want to come up and talk a little bit about the Asian Association?
Yvonne? Good afternoon. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Ina and the mayor, for inviting us out here to speak and also represent our community. Jawan, that's not all I can say. But I wanted to reach out to our small business and our community and let you know there are resources, and we understand what essential businesses that you contribute to our community. It's very important that you understand there are resources. There are a community that stands behind you, supports you, and without your business, our economy, Utah doesn't sustain without small business and our community. We understand small businesses, you support one each other, we order locally, so it's what you do as a small business impacts us greatly on a broader scale. So we want you to know that we have resources for you through the Asian Chamber of Commerce. We have board members who speak all different languages. We consist of the Laotian, the Cambodian, the Burmese, Vietnamese, Chinese. So if there are resources that we can be
experiencing any, difficulties reaching out and getting help with the application, please reach out to us. Let us be the resource to help you get these funding where you may not have had the opportunities before. And then also just let you know how our community can assist small business and local businesses. Buy gift cards, dine in, spread the word, use your platform, use your social media platform to spread the word. Talk about your experience at a local restaurant, a boutique. Go on e-commerce. Utilize your resources and your platform and your voice to help our small businesses and help them sustain and make it through this hard, difficult time that we all understand. So, again, thank you so much. And if there's anything we can do, also I sit on the board of the Living Color Utah, which is composed of minority organization with the Black Chamber on there, and the LGBTQ community. We have the Pacific Islander. We have young professionals as well as the Hispanic Chamber. So we have all those representation and resources for you as well. So please reach out to us and know that the community